You will face failures, setbacks, and disappointments. You will encounter people who don't believe in you, who doubt your abilities, and who will tell you to play it safe. You might even find yourself in situations where everything seems to conspire against you. But let me tell you something, those moments are crucial. They shape you, mold you, and prepare you for the greater challenges that lie ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start off by saying something that might hit hard. Nobody cares about you. Now, before you get up and walk out or throw your hands up in disbelief, let me explain what I mean. This isn't just a cold statement, it's a wake-up call. It's a reminder that in this vast world, as much as we crave attention and affirmation, at the end of the day, it's on us to carve our own path, to shape our own destiny, and to be our own biggest supporters. You see, we live in a society where we are often led to believe that we are the center of the universe. From social media to reality TV, we're bombarded with the idea that our lives should be broadcasted for everyone to see, comment on, and validate. But here's the truth: while you may get likes, shares, and a few superficial comments, the cold reality is that when the dust settles, people are more concerned with their own lives, their own struggles, and their own dreams. Now, I'm not saying this to make you feel small or insignificant. Quite the opposite. I'm saying this to empower you. When you realize that nobody cares, it frees you. It releases you from the shackles of seeking approval from others. You no longer have to wait for someone to tell you that your dreams are valid, that your struggles are worth acknowledging, or that your journey matters. You are the author of your own story, and you hold the pen. Think about it. When you wake up in the morning, who's in charge of your day? It's you. When you face challenges, who's the one that has to rise up and tackle them? Again, it's you. You have the power to decide how you want to live your life. So why let the opinions of others dictate your worth or your path? I remember when I was starting out in my career, I faced rejection after rejection. I auditioned for countless roles, and I was often told I wasn't what they were looking for. There were moments when I felt like throwing in the towel, moments when I thought maybe I just didn't have what it took. But here's the thing: while I could have let those moments define me, I chose not to. I realized that it didn't matter whether anyone else believed in me. What mattered was that I believed in myself. I had to carry my own torch, light my own fire, and believe that I could achieve my dreams regardless of others' opinions. Too many people, far too many, spend their lives waiting. They're waiting for that one moment, that one person, that one opportunity that's going to change everything for them. They walk around seeking validation, thinking, if only someone could see me. If only someone would say, you can do this. But let me be real with you for a minute, that person might never come. You could spend your entire life waiting for someone to notice you, to affirm your dreams, but you'll be waiting forever. So what are you going to do? Sit around waiting for someone else to give you the green light? Absolutely not. You've got to be your own cheerleader. You've got to find that fire within yourself, that belief, that passion that pushes you forward when nobody else is around. That's what separates those who succeed from those who don't. You see, life isn't about waiting for someone to give you permission to live out your dreams. No, life is about grabbing hold of those dreams and doing the hard work necessary to make them a reality. And yes, it is hard work. It's not going to be easy. And anyone who tells you it will be is selling you a lie. You're going to have days when it feels like the whole world is against you. Days when it feels like no one believes in what you're doing, not even your closest friends or family. But that's when you've got to dig deeper. That's when you have to remind yourself of why you started in the first place. I'm not saying support doesn't matter. Of course it does. We all need people in our corner. People who can lift us up when we're feeling down, who believe in us even when we don't believe in ourselves. But relying solely on that support, that's where the danger comes in. Because what happens when that support isn't there? What happens when the people you thought would be in your corner disappear, or worse, start doubting you themselves? If your entire sense of worth your entire drive is built on the approval of others, what are you left with when that approval is gone? That's why you need to cultivate a strong sense of self-worth and confidence. So when the world throws punches at you, and trust me, you can take those hits and keep standing. You can rise up again and again because your belief in yourself isn't dependent on what anyone else thinks of you. It comes from within. And that's what makes you unstoppable. Think about the greats, the legends of our time. They weren't always celebrated. They weren't always appreciated. In fact, many of them faced relentless criticism, doubt, and adversity. But did they let that stop them? No, they forged ahead, often alone, often against the tide, because they understood something most people don't. The road to success is often a lonely one. If you're waiting for the world to affirm your existence, to tell you that you're worthy of success, you're going to be waiting a long time. The people who've truly made a mark in this world didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait for someone to come along and tell them they were good enough. They simply went out there and did it. And that's what you have to do. You have to keep going, even when it feels like nobody's watching, even when it feels like nobody cares, because the truth is, success doesn't come easy. It takes grit. It takes determination. And most importantly, it takes a willingness to put in the work, even when it feels like no one's paying attention. I remember when I was starting out, I spent night after night rehearsing, poring over scripts, working to hone my craft. There were no cameras, no audiences, no applause, just me alone, putting in the work. Those were the moments that defined me, because it was during those quiet times when nobody was watching that I built the foundation for everything I've achieved since then. You see, it's not the moments in the spotlight that define you. It's what you do in the shadows when no one is looking that sets you apart. Too many people spend their time waiting for that one big break, that one lucky moment when everything will fall into place. But here's the thing, luck. It's just hard work that finally pays off. You have to be willing to put in the effort day in and day out, even when it feels like nothing is happening, even when it feels like you're running in place. That's where growth happens. That's where success is built. And let me be clear about something. No one is going to wake up every day hustling for your dreams except for you. You've got to want it bad enough to push through the hard times, the doubt, the rejection. You've got to be willing to put in the work, not because someone else is watching, not because someone else is validating you, but because you believe in yourself, because you know that you are capable of achieving greatness. And you are. You have everything you need within you to create the life you want. But you have to believe that. You have to stop waiting for someone else to tell you that you're good enough. You have to stop waiting for someone else to validate your dreams. You've got to take control of your own destiny. If you want to be an artist, then create your art. Don't wait for someone to come along and give you permission to be creative. If you want to be a leader, then step up. Take initiative. Don't wait for someone to hand you a title or a position. You already have the ability to make a difference right where you are. You don't need anyone else's approval to start leading. And if you want to change the world, then start with your own community. Start with your own sphere of influence. You have more power than you realize. You don't need a platform or a stage to make an impact. You have the ability to create change, to inspire others, to lead by example right where you are. But it starts with believing in your own potential. I want you to take a moment and really think about what that means. What would your life look like if you stopped waiting for validation from others? If you stopped seeking approval from outside sources and instead started trusting yourself, believing in your own abilities, your own dreams? How much more could you achieve if you let go of the need for external validation and simply focused on doing the work, on putting in the effort, on becoming the best version of yourself? It's time to stop waiting. It's time to stop seeking permission. You don't need it. You already have everything you need within you to be successful, to achieve your goals, to create the life you want. But you have to believe that. You have to own it. And you have to be willing to put in the work day after day, even when it feels like nobody's watching. Because here's the reality: nobody is watching. Nobody cares about your dreams as much as you do. And that's okay. That's how it should be. Your dreams are yours to pursue. Your journey is yours to walk. So stop waiting for someone else to cheer you on. Be your own cheerleader. Stop waiting for someone else to validate your dreams. Validate them yourself. Believe in your potential. Trust in your abilities. And most importantly, do the work. Because when you put in the work, when you commit to the process, when you believe in yourself, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Let this be the moment when you stop waiting. Let this be the moment when you take control of your own destiny. The world doesn't owe you anything. No one is going to hand you success, but you have the power to create it for yourself. You have the power to achieve greatness, but it starts with you. It starts with believing in yourself, with doing the work, and with refusing to wait for anyone else's permission to live the life you were meant to live. But let me be real with you. This journey we're all on isn't just about achieving success. It's also about the lessons you learn along the way. You will face failures, setbacks, and disappointments. You will encounter people who don't believe in you, who doubt your abilities, and who will tell you to play it safe. You might even find yourself in situations where everything seems to conspire against you. But let me tell you something, those moments are crucial. They shape you, mold you, and prepare you for the greater challenges that lie ahead. You see, every setback is an opportunity to learn. Every disappointment is a chance to reflect and grow. I can't tell you how many times I've faced rejection, how many times I've been told no, or that I wasn't good enough. But you know what? Those no's fueled my fire. They pushed me to dig deeper and to prove not just to others, but to myself that I had what it takes to succeed. You have to embrace those tough times. They're not the end of your story, they're just a chapter. They are the stepping stones to your greatness. Understand that nobody cares about your struggles because they have their own. Everyone is fighting their own battles. Everyone is facing their own demons. And in that shared struggle lies an opportunity for connection and understanding. It can be easy to feel isolated when you're going through tough times, thinking that no one else understands what you're feeling. But let me assure you, you're not alone. Look around. We're all in this together. We all have our scars, our stories, our journeys. It's part of being human. When you find that strength within yourself, it becomes contagious. People will notice. They will see the fire in your eyes, the determination in your heart, and they will be drawn to that. Your energy, your passion, your resilience, it inspires others. You'll find yourself motivating those around you to rise up and pursue their own dreams. When you stop seeking validation and instead focus on your journey, you discover that you have the power to uplift those around you. You become a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration for those who may be struggling to find their own way. This shared experience is where true connection happens. It's not about the accolades, the awards, or the public recognition. It's about the bonds you form with others who are also on their paths. When you share your struggles, your victories, your failures, and your growth, you create a sense of community. You find people who resonate with your story, who understand the hurdles you faced, and who can learn from your journey. That's what makes this experience beautiful. But let's not sugarcoat it. It's not always going to be easy. There will be days when you feel like you're running uphill, days when you question whether it's worth it. Those are the days you have to remember why you started in the first place. Think about your dreams. Think about the life you envision for yourself. Let that vision drive you forward. Don't let the noise drown out your purpose. Keep pushing through the hard times and remember that the only way out is through. As you navigate this journey, it's essential to surround yourself with the right people. Find those who lift you up, who encourage you, and who challenge you to be better. Your circle matters. The energy of the people you choose to surround yourself with will have a profound impact on your journey. You want to be around those who see your potential, who believe in your dreams, and who are willing to support you through thick and thin. These relationships can become a source of strength, reminding you that you're never alone in this fight. And while you're surrounding yourself with the right people, remember that you also have to be that person for others. Share your light, share your wisdom. If you've overcome obstacles, let your story serve as a guide for someone else. If you've learned valuable lessons, don't keep them to yourself. The world needs your voice. It needs your experience. By lifting others, you not only help them, but also reinforce your own journey. It's a cycle of inspiration that keeps on giving. Now let's talk about resilience. That's a word we hear a lot, but what does it really mean? It means the ability to bounce back from adversity. It means facing challenges head on and refusing to back down. It means embracing the fact that life is going to throw you curveballs, but knowing that you have the strength to adapt and overcome. Resilience is what allows you to keep moving forward, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Every time you rise up after a fall, you build resilience. Every time you push through pain, doubt, or fear, you strengthen that muscle. And let me tell you, that muscle is crucial. The more you exercise it, the more powerful it becomes. You learn that you can handle more than you ever thought possible. You start to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow and improve. You become unstoppable. But resilience isn't just about enduring, it's also about adapting. Sometimes you'll find that the path you thought you were on isn't the right one. And that's okay. Be willing to pivot. Be willing to change direction when necessary. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and it's essential to stay flexible and open to new possibilities. Don't cling so tightly to your initial vision that you miss out on better opportunities. When you learn to adapt, you become more innovative. You start to think outside the box, and that's where the magic happens. The world is constantly evolving, and you have to be able to evolve with it. If you get too comfortable in your ways, you risk becoming stagnant. But when you embrace change and look for new solutions, you open up a world of possibilities. You become a pioneer in your field, carving out new paths for yourself and those who follow. Now, let's talk about success. Everyone wants it. Everyone dreams of it. But success isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. It's about the person you become along the way. The lessons you learn, the relationships you build, the resilience you develop, all of these things contribute to your definition of success. When you look back on your life, you won't just remember the accolades or the awards, you'll remember the people you shared those moments with, the struggles you overcame, and the impact you made. So what does success look like to you? Take a moment to define that for yourself. It's not about what society tells you success should look like, it's about what it means to you personally. Is it financial freedom? Is it the ability to travel the world? Is it the joy of creating something meaningful? Whatever it is, hold on to that vision. Let it guide you. But remember, the journey to that success is what shapes you. It's what prepares you for the moment when you finally achieve your dreams. Along the way, don't forget to celebrate the small victories. Every step forward counts, no matter how small. Every accomplishment, no matter how insignificant it may seem, deserves recognition. These small wins build momentum. They remind you that progress is being made, even when the end goal feels far away. Take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. Reflect on the obstacles you've overcome, the lessons you've learned, and the growth you've experienced. And let's not overlook the power of gratitude. Gratitude is a game changer. It shifts your perspective from what you lack to what you have. When you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you start to appreciate the journey, even the tough parts. You realize that each challenge has contributed to your growth. Each setback has taught you something valuable, and each person who has crossed your path has played a role in your story. Gratitude brings clarity and helps you focus on the positives, even when things get tough. Ultimately, this journey is yours. It's about finding your own path, pursuing your own dreams, and defining success on your own terms. You are the author of your own story, and you have the power to write the next chapter. So embrace the challenges, celebrate the victories, and keep moving forward with determination. You got this. Remember, you're not just building a life for yourself, you're also creating a legacy for those who come after you. And that's something worth fighting for. So the next time you find yourself craving attention, remember this: nobody cares about you, not in the way you want them to. But that's okay. You don't need them to. You have everything you need within yourself to pursue your dreams, to stand tall in the face of adversity, and to create a life that is uniquely yours. Now, I want you to sit with that for a moment. The world may not always notice your struggles, your hard work, or your sacrifices, but that doesn't diminish their value. It doesn't mean they don't matter. In a world that often demands validation from others, it can be easy to feel small or overlooked. You may find yourself yearning for recognition, waiting for applause, or hoping for someone to acknowledge your efforts. But let me tell you, those external validations can be fleeting. They can come and go like the wind, and if you're not careful, you can find yourself anchored to them, dependent on the opinions of others. That's a dangerous place to be. When you rely on others to define your worth, you give away your power. You allow the outside world to dictate how you feel about yourself. And that's simply not how it should be. You need to dig deep, my friend, and realize that your value comes from within. It comes from the hard work you put in, the dreams you chase, and the person you strive to be every single day. You have to be your own biggest supporter, your own cheerleader. You've got to wake up every morning and remind yourself of your worth. There's a fire inside you waiting to be ignited, and it's time you let it burn bright. As I wrap up, I want you to carry this message with you. Don't wait for anyone to give you the green light. Don't wait for anyone to validate your existence or your dreams. You have the power to take the reins of your life. Go out there and own your narrative. Stand up, take action, and let the world see what you can do. The only person who truly cares about your journey is you. You are the captain of your own ship, the author of your own story. So get out there and make it count. When you embrace that truth, you'll find a new level of strength within yourself. You'll no longer be held back by the fear of what others think or say. You'll be free to pursue your passions, to chase your dreams, and to create the life you've always envisioned. But let me be clear, it's not going to be easy. Nothing worth having ever is. The road may be tough, filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. You'll have days when you question everything, when you wonder if you're on the right path or if it's all worth it. But here's the thing, those moments of struggle are part of the process. They are necessary for your growth. You have to embrace them, learn from them, and rise above them. It's during those challenging times that you build character. You develop resilience. You discover just how strong you really are. You find out what you're made of. And let me tell you, when you come out on the other side, you'll be a force to be reckoned with. Believe in yourself, work hard, and embrace the struggle. Don't shy away from it. Lean into it. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every failure is a stepping stone towards success. When you look back one day, you'll see that you didn't just live your life, you created it. And in that creation, you will find purpose, fulfillment, and a legacy that nobody can take away from you. You have the power to shape your own narrative. You have the ability to impact not only your life, but the lives of those around you. When you pursue your dreams with relentless determination, you inspire others to do the same. You become a beacon of hope, a source of encouragement, and a testament to what's possible when you refuse to give up. Your journey is not just about you, it's about the people who are watching, learning, and finding strength in your story. Think about the legends who have walked this earth, those who have left an indelible mark on history. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't seek validation. They forged their own paths, often in the face of adversity, often against the odds. They understood that the journey to greatness is rarely a straight line. It's filled with twists and turns, ups and downs. But they persevered. They believed in their vision, and they pursued it with everything they had. You have that same potential within you. You have that same power to create change, to make a difference, and to leave your mark on this world. So, what's holding you back? What fears or doubts are keeping you from stepping into your greatness? Identify those obstacles and face them head on. But don't let anything stand in your way. You are more capable than you realize. You are stronger than you think. And as you embark on this journey, remember the importance of self-reflection. Take time to check in with yourself. Assess your goals, your values, and your motivations. Are you on the path you truly want to be on? Are you living in alignment with your values? Make adjustments as needed. It's okay to change course if you find that you've drifted away from what matters most to you. Life is a journey of discovery, and sometimes that means recalibrating along the way. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Build a tribe of like-minded individuals who support your dreams and encourage you to reach new heights. These are the people who will stand by you when the going gets tough, who will celebrate your victories, and who will remind you of your worth when you forget. Together, you can create an environment that fosters growth, creativity, and success. You see, success isn't just about individual achievement, it's about community. It's about lifting each other up and creating a ripple effect of positivity and inspiration. When you elevate others, you elevate yourself. When you share your knowledge, your experiences, and your resources, you create a cycle of empowerment that benefits everyone involved. That's the beauty of collaboration and connection. So as you move forward, remember to give back. Share your journey with others. Share your insights, your wisdom, and your lessons learned. You never know who you might inspire along the way. Your story may be the catalyst for someone else's transformation. You have the ability to impact lives, to ignite passion, and to encourage others to pursue their dreams. And when you do achieve your goals, don't forget to celebrate. Take the time to acknowledge your hard work and dedication. Reflect on the journey you took to get there. Celebrate not just the destination, but every step along the way. Those celebrations serve as reminders of what you're capable of and fuel for your next endeavor. In closing, I want to leave you with this thought. The world may not always care about you in the way you want them to, but that's okay. You are the author of your own story. You hold the pen, and you have the power to write it however you choose. Stand tall, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone dim your light. The journey is yours to take, and I can't wait to see how you make it count. Let's go out there and make it happen, because at the end of the day, nobody cares but you do. And that's more than enough. Thank you.